Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I hope you're having a really, really good day. It's Sunday, which means it's stream day, and it means I've got coffee, which is supposed to have a swan on it, but it doesn't really. I followed the instructions to do the swan, kind of got the feather, messed up the rest. Oh well, it's a work in progress. Let's see who got first. Sayusu got first today, at least according to my screen. Tim was second. JQ says probably third, and JQ, you were third. Well done. Moons of Empire, welcome as well. JQ UK as well subscribes and get this done before I forget for 16 months. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate those 16 months of subs. Angry Swan as well, modest 6 months. Thank you, Angry Swan. I appreciate that. Snicket's here too. Says good evening, everyone. Who else have we got? We've got Sax0510. How are we all? Ready for another week? Jay's just putting his pants on. I'll be right back. I was getting a coffee. Snicket, thank you so much for the sub as well. I appreciate that. We'll get to it in a second. Vintage Kish as well. Subscribe for 11 months. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Geeky Ed's here as well. Hey, man. Good to see you. We're going to play a game of how long my Lottie pony can stay awake for. Oh, Lottie, I hope you're doing all right. Jay sends her to sleep in the nicest way possible. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that, I think. Cairo's here as well. Missing your daily updates, Cairo. What's going on with that? Question for the room: should we get takeout? Yes, of course you should. There's no question about that. Of course you should. Sideman eats ASAP. Yeah, for sure, for sure. The soothing tones of JSMR can have that effect. I'm not sure whether I'm taking this as a compliment or an insult. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Jay needs a pink hat. Do you know what? I kind of have a dusty pink hat. I've also made the mistake of wearing red with pink today, which looks ridiculous. So I apologise for that. It is what it is. Golden Ratio showing his London dulcet tones there with Oi Oi Savaloy. If you're not from the UK and you don't know what a Savaloy is, it's a type of thin sausage that's mediocre at best, but Londoners seem to love them. So, yeah, there we go. Snicket actually, when he subscribed, was for 9 months, which means you've now got a prototypist baby. So congratulations on that, Snicket. Captain Regret says, "Hail, looks like I made it in time." Yeah, I was a few minutes longer than planned because I had to make a coffee, and for those of you who haven't looked at my Instagram this afternoon, I've been sorting out my keycap sets, and there's a lot of them, so it took me a while to get those, and I kind of lost track of time as well. My Little Pony does a coffee check. Again, despite having a chat with the team last week, I don't know what coffee we're drinking because they threw away the coffee bag. So I have no idea what it is. It just got picked out of random from the cupboard, from the like subscription box we get, and it got shoved in the machine, and I don't know what it is. I haven't tried it yet. Because it was put in on Friday when it was my day off, so it's a compliment. Okay, thanks Lottie. I'll take that as a compliment then. Jake, please could you remind me how much you estimate the Blackout and SPC JO2 boards will be? I can't remember what you said last time. I don't have any set prices, but I'm hoping to keep it under $500, so whatever that is in pounds plus VAT for UK residents. That's the aim. I can't promise anything, but that's where I'd like it to be. I think if we go past $500, then it's not going to be worthwhile at that point. So that's kind of like the limit where it needs to be, but it needs to at the very least break even, right? I can't do it at a loss, so it has to break even, and that's what we're going to aim for. Keep it under $500, somewhere in that sort of region. I actually dug out one of my personal JO2s to use here because I've sent the prototype to Tim, so I need Tim to take his pictures and everything else when he gets around to it. And yeah, I've relegated myself to one of my OG SE ones rather than one of the OG prototype ones. But yeah, so we'll see that when we get there. I'm not complaining at Tim, Cairo. I'm not complaining at him. That's not a thing. I'm just like saying that's the next step in the process. Get some nice pictures. Oh, dear me. I feel like I'm behind today because I've just been rushing around all day. And I did get some really nasty comments. Well, not nasty comments, some very directed comments about stopping at McDonald's when I said don't judge me on Instagram earlier on today. Some people did judge me. Like, they were absolutely very judgmental of me going to McDonald's. So I was a little bit upset about that. But that's how it is. You've also been bugging him about photos. It's fine. It's fine. He'll get around to it. He'll get around to it. He'll get around to it. He hasn't sent me the bill either yet. So, you know, I can't pay him until he sends me a bill either. Right, today's stream. A few things are happening. First thing, I'm going to cover some PT news in a second because some exciting things happening soon. Once we get through the PT news, we're then going to do pick a discount, where you guys get to pick a discount for the stream time or until midnight tonight. You guys will be able to pick what gets a discount on the store. I'm feeling quite generous today, so maybe we'll do two things. So start thinking of your ideas and drop them in chat while I cover the PT news. If there's anything you want to see get a discount on the store whilst we're streaming live, get your recommendations in now. Get your recommendations in now.
Tasty.
Fluffy Keeps, thank you
tasty.
so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. There's a McDonald's so close to PTHQ. I would be there every day. Yeah, it's like literally on my way home. I have to pass it to go home, and I have to pass it to come into the workshop. So it's very tempting a lot of the time. A lot of the time. Time for another J Sunday build. Thanks, Aniki. Good to see you, man. Post payment, post yourself as payment. It's all good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to arrange like a weekend where Ellie and I can come down and see you guys, and we can go out and have dinner and do some nice things. That's something we're going to arrange for sure. I just need to find the time for it. Right, so yeah, so get your suggestions in now for what you'd like to see a discount on the store today, and we'll play Streaming Party again, which is where you guys will suggest stuff from the store that you want a discount on. I'll pick one or two items, I'll put the discounts live, and then you guys can go and buy it with the discount enabled until midnight tonight, UK time. Nice and simple, and Robot Tomato will, Robot will most likely be sharing the love across the Discord, because I've seen him do that a few times now. PT news this week. Lots happening. We have a lot of meetings happening at the workshop. We've got some people coming in, suppliers, and exciting new partnerships this week and next week that I'm really excited to share details of when we can. I can't share the details just yet, but there's some very cool people coming up to the workshop to look at a multitude of different projects, which is really cool. So I'm very excited for that. I'm kind of excited to share that. So bear with me on that. There'll be more news. Maybe I'll do some teasers on Instagram during the week. So if you watch out for that, Wednesday, Fridays are when the meetings are going to be. So watch out for that as well. In terms of products coming in, all of the free birds for the group buys are going to be shipped out this week, which means extras are going to probably be early next week. So if you are waiting on a free bird TKL, extras will be next week. We'll have all the parts in stock as well if you want any of the extra parts as well. We are expecting GMK DualShock, Moonlight, and a few others to arrive imminently. They could be Monday, Tuesday. It could be a little bit longer. We don't know. GMK have changed the way they ship to us. They used to ship with FedEx exclusively. They've now moved to DHL, which should in theory be better, but it turns out that they haven't submitted the paperwork in the right way for DHL. They've done it in the way that FedEx required it, and it's different in the way that DHL requires it. So all of those sets have been stuck in customs since before Christmas, and I think finally Sharon managed to sort that out on Thursday, Friday last week. So hopefully we'll see some movement on those arriving this week, and we'll get those out as well. I've also started to develop my first design as a PBT fan set. So you've seen I've done Midnight Rainbow before. I'm not really a designer, but we did GMK Midnight Rainbow, or I did GMK Midnight Rainbow, and we got that out a couple of years ago. We are going to do Midnight Rainbow again and Daylight Rainbow, but with a different manufacturer. So that's going to happen very soon. We've arranged prototypes of that one. But I have designed another keycap set, which I'm just waiting for renders on at the minute to share with you. So I should be able to share that sometime this week. And that's something I want to do in PBT fans, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to share that with you very, very soon, which means it'll have a pretty good int kit. So if you want to see the kind of kitting we're looking at, if you look at Pyga or something like that, you'll see the same kitting, because that's the way PBT fan works. It kind of does the whole base kits and child kits in one kind of print time at a time. So yeah, pretty excited for that. What else? I actually have something I can unbox and show you later on in the stream that I haven't even opened myself yet. Let me grab the box. So this is something I kind of teased a couple of weeks ago that Josh and I were working on, and these finally came in and were delivered to one of my neighbours. So I didn't get them until yesterday. I haven't had a chance to open them up. But if this is what I think it is, it's quite fun. Let me see if I can attack this box. I don't have a knife to hand, so this is going to be quite brutal to get into this, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm trying to do this with flush cutters. This is not the best tool for the job. At least I think this is what I think it is. I could be wrong. It could be something else, actually, looking at it now. Now I've got this half open. It might not be even something I can share with you. Let's see. Okay, I'm covered in bits of yellow tape now. Let's see if we can get into this. This is a little bit of a pain with boxes. Not the easiest to get into. I'm sure it's just got a knife. Right, there we go. Right, okay, I'm in. I'm in. That's what she said. Okay, is it what I thought it is? I do believe it is what I thought it is. I do believe it is what I thought it is. Oh, baby, these look good. I'm going to have to take the box away so you can't see it for a second. Excuse me, guys. So, Josh and I have been working on some new projects for PT. These are things that we're going to have in stock as well as use them for group buys. Here is one of them. Can you guess what it is yet? This is the first one. Let me change cameras over so I can show this with you guys. This is the first one. You'll see what color it is. This is a TKL PCB. This is the solder version. We do have hot swap versions of these as well. And we also have a 60% version, which is going to be the one for the JO2. So these are going to be in stock. These are the prototypes, so we're going to test these out. As you can see, we've gone for the gold Enig finish. Josh's logo up there. There it is. Nicely labeled as well, as you can see. So it does have labels on there, so we can see what keys are which. There you go. This is the PT80, the TKL PCB. Look how neat this is. ANSI and ISO support, as you can see. This is the JST version. We do have another version that's going to be the standard USB-C positioning. So yeah, let me see if I can find the 60% one in this box. Here we go. I've made a real mess on the floor now. Here's the 60% one. This should fit the current JO2s as well, yes. So here you go. This is the JO2. Well, it's more than the JO2. It'll work with most 60% boards. It's got this lovely gold finish, which is really smooth. It's all nice and lovely all the way around the edges, which just looks great. There you go. This is the PT60J. I'm going to say we're going to use this for the JO2. It's really hard to show you, but it's got this lovely, can you see that? How this is all gold Enig finished around here? It's just so nice. There you go, you can see it's just all gold across here, and it's so nice. The TKL is F12 and F13 compatible, yes, you'll see here. There's the FROM, F12 and F13 compatible. So yeah, so those are our two latest projects. The labeling for the mod is just chef's kiss. Yeah, we really wanted to make it clean and nice and easy to use. So the labels are actually on both sides. So when you're putting the stabilizers in, you can see here. And there, that's where it shows you the size of the keycaps. And it also shows it on the reverse as well. So you can see here, you've got the 7U or 6.25U for the spacebar as well. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. 10U support. Yeah, we have 10U support on the 60. 10U support is there. The camera's not going to focus. There's 10U, 6.25 inch, 7U. So there you go. 10U, 7U, 6.25U. 7U, 10U. There you go. When we're planning on stocking them, we're going to get the order in straight after Chinese Lunar New Year, and then we'll have these are the ones to test. These need to go to Josh to make sure the firmware is correct, which will go out tomorrow to him. Once we've done that, we'll then be getting them ready for production and getting them in stock. So yeah, it supports ISO and ANSI. Yes, it does support both. But we just wanted to make something that was really cool. Of course, we had to go pink because it's such a cool color. And we wanted the gold Enig finish because it just looks so nice. Look at that. Just looks so nice. Like it just works so well. So yeah, so those are something super cool. That we're going to have in stock very soon, and will be any PT projects that we run going forwards. Those are the PCBs we're going to use. So if it's one of the projects that we're running in house, that's what the PCBs we'll use. We actually have a range of them. So we've got hot swap ones as well coming as well. So there'll be different ones for different layouts and things as well. Pink and gold, what's not to like? Yeah, exactly right. Right, let's catch up with chat and see if you guys have picked anything that you want to see. Get a discount, because we said the Freebird ISO plates are not sorted as yet. They're due to ship straight after the Lunar New Year, so they'll be shipping early Feb to us, so we'll probably get them late Feb. We'll see how that goes. Colours that are being redone, they're going to be a little bit later Kish. Price is superb on PBT fans as well. Yeah. Mid D&D session being here. Oh man, I can't wait until we play our next D&D session. I'm looking forward to that. Never enough tape. There's always a lot of tape. 10 points for knocking the coffee over. I didn't knock the coffee over, did I? No, I didn't. The suspense. Pink PCB. What a banger, pink. Yeah, you guys liked it. Right, okay. Did you guys pick any products that you want to see go live? I can't see anyone picking anything they want a discount on. Like, do you guys not want discounts on stuff in stock? People asking for PCBs in stock. PT went all Thanos. I'll do it myself. It was more about we wanted them for our own projects, so we just figured we'd make enough that people could buy them as well. So yeah. But yeah, it will fit the current J02 series, like the original J02s, it will fit in those. Absolutely. Gold trim is superb. I'm glad you like it. Gold trim reminds me of people at Grand Exchange on RuneScape trying to trim armor. Yep. Pink PCB matching with your sweater. Yeah, my sweater's a little bit more of a dusty pink, but it does match. It's quite good. So yeah, so I'm hoping we'll have them in stock for like mid-March. Like, this is really early showing you them, but mid-March is where we'll probably end up being. And firmware should default to ISO. Maybe. We'll see. I know you're busy, but any updates on when in-house plate cutting will come back? Hopefully next week. I've got a few last things to finish up with the move of the workshop, and then plate cutting should come back mid to late next week, I think. Like Thursday, Friday next week. I'll put an announcement up when it does come back. I know I haven't had the time the past couple of weeks to do it, and I don't want orders just stacking up, not getting cut. Newfie, thank you very much for continuing your gift sub. I really appreciate that. Music is popping off again. Thanks. Nactobite was mentioned. Package or wasabi for the win. Cannon Caps Lara, wasabi or BBNs. Fuck it. Do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to do it on all GMK sets. We're going to put like 10% off on all GMK sets because you guys can't decide which. Let me do that now. I think I can do that by collection. Wait. Let me have a look. Should we do... What we're doing is percentage. Should we do 15%? Is that fair? How about that? 15% of any in-stock GMK between now and the end of tonight, right? Let me set that ready. Okay, if any of you guys got the free shipping discounts as well because you won them, you can use that free shipping discount with this as well. Yeah, okay, 15% off. Let me get a link for that. Let me test that link before I paste it into chat. Okay, yeah, anything on this page now gets 15% off with the code streaming party. So I hope if I typed it right. There we go. Okay, so that's the link. Use that link to get to the keycap sets that are included. If it's not on that link, it won't work. The code is streaming party, capital S, capital P, all one word. And you've got to now until midnight to order any in-stock GMK from that page. That includes child kits as well, so you can get like 15% off. So yeah. In this board here, it's... Oh gosh, alpacas. Sorry, alpacas in that board. I didn't actually build this JO2. I sent this to... Oh gosh, it's a Mexican streamer. I've forgotten his name. Why can I not remember his name? Anyway, I sent it to a Mexican streamer. He built it for me a little while back. So yeah, so we go. But it's using alpaca switches. And it's got GMK Cafe on it. Hold on, I'll show you. Here you go. It's got GMK Cafe on it. looks so good with the copper and the cafe caps. It's so good. The board is actually black, so the brown is just ever so slightly different, but it's like close enough that it works really, really well in person. No, he asked if he could build one of my personal boards, so I said yes, and I sent it over to him, and he built it for me. And yeah, I like my build queue at the time. He built this probably 18 months, 2 years ago for me now, and my build queue at the time was like well over 100 boards. So yeah, he had like personal builds. So yeah, he just he offered to build it, and he did. So yeah, it worked really well. Nectobite is a banger. Yeah, Nectobite is really good. It's one of the few gym cases we have in stock that I don't personally own. Maybe I should order a set before you guys buy it all. You should build queue over 200. No, do you know what? I sold a lot of the boards. I have sold around 50 boards in the past year of my personal collection, and I've built one every week pretty much as well. So if you add up the two, like I've probably got maybe 50 boards left to build as stuff slowly comes back in. Okay. Are any of you actually using that code? I can't hear the Vesta board going. Yeah, none of you actually used the code yet. Typical. There you go. You put these discount on, and none of you even buy it. Typical. Okay, cool. The black copper combo looks nice. Yeah, it's the only one that I've had in that black and copper combination. Because we did the special edition in white in the end, but that was like one of the test ones, I think. I'm trying to remember back. It's a few years since we had them made now, so I'm trying to remember back. But the board does have some problems. Two of the screws aren't as threaded, don't screw in properly, so it doesn't fit together the best, but it was a prototype, so yeah. Is it going to be an R2 of rehoming your unused boards? Yes. I don't know when. It's probably going to be later on this year because Mel and I need to sit down and go through it all, Leo and I. Or Mel and Leo, I don't know who. But two people need to sit down and go through it all. I'll probably need to be involved so that I can actually work out what everything is and be able to tell them what everything is. Because whilst they're good with the products we stock, they don't know my personal collection very well. So yeah. I want to try and get down to like a collection. I keep saying 20. I know 20 is not realistic for me. So realistically, I want to get to 50 prototypes that I personally own. Sorry, not 50 prototypes, 50 boards that I personally own. Not counting like boards that we develop through PT, because of course, Prototypist as an entity will always own keyboards like that. Like Prototypist actually owns the JO1 on the wall behind me just here, whereas I own the one behind. That's a personal board, but that one's owned by Prototypist because it was a prototype that we made during the production run of the JO1. So yeah. Maybe 15% was too much, making you all decide what you want. I don't know. There's barely any base kits available. You say that. It'll work on child kits as well. It doesn't have to be the base kit. It'll be anything in that link. So if you've already got a base kit and you want to add in a little bit of other stuff, then you can do. It'll work. Seriously considering patisserie. It would be a lovely set to have around. If the OG JO1 needs a new home. It doesn't yet. But the JO1 is coming back as soon as we've got the JO2 pre-order underway, which I've just arranged for that to start production. So, yeah, shouldn't be too much further away. Should hit the Vesta board now. Should I? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I said that I won't be able to hear with the headphones on anyway. Oh, they're actually my watch is just vibrated. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Holding out for that JO3. JO3, hopefully end of Q2. Like, I think that's where we're going to end up. Start of Q2 is when we're going to start ordering prototypes for the JO3, and I hope by the end of Q2 we'll end up with it. The SPC JO2 and the Blackout JO2 are running early next month, is the current plan, early Feb. So yeah, the code's definitely working. We've had orders with it, Andromeda Cubes. Anything on that link that I shared, it will only be stuff on that link. If it's not in that link, it won't work. Let me pin that. And let me pin that. There you go. Check the pins. They're pinned for 20 minutes. There you go. In fact, oh wait, I can pin them till the end of the stream. Let's do that. Yeah, I didn't realize I could do that. Pin. There you go. Cool. Wait for next bite. Nice. Good choice, man. Good choice. Everyone go buy this. You have my blessing. Yeah, buy all the like Nordic kits, right? Like the Alpine Nordic kits. Surely some of you want the Alpine Nordic kits, right? Not even a numpad person, but I am still tempted by the O3 too. Yeah, we're actually, I'm really excited for the O3 because we're going to do one for Sharon as well. So pretty excited for that. We should have the pink samples for the SPC edition of the JO2 this week as well. They are on the way from China. But if not, we know what it's going to look like anyway. So we've got renders of it. So whilst we might not have a production quality version here on hand, we do have renders of it. So you guys will be able to see what you're buying. And of course the Blackout edition, limited to just 50 units, I think. So yeah, that's all we're going to do, just 50. Yeah, just 50. Of course, if you're in the SPC, you're guaranteed entry. But you have to be in the SPC at the time it goes live. Like, you can't be in the SPC now and then get it in it if your sub runs out before then. So make sure you're refreshing your subs if you want to get access to that. Right, okay, so that's all of that. Let's what else did I say we were going to do? Okay, time to build a keyboard. Right, let's get onto the correct view. Don't worry, you'll refresh all your subs. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Here we go. This is the plate. This is the only plate I have for this board, so this is the plate we're going to use. It is HHKB layout is the board as well. So I am going to go with ISO, but with split backspace, which is rare for me because I don't tend to like split backspace, but it's going to be the only option we have to get all of the functionality we need on the board. So we're going to do split backspace, ISO enter, HHKB. That's the layout we're going to pick today. Of course, we're going to split right shift, and of course, we're going to split left shift as well. So we only need 2 stabilizers today, which is pretty cool, actually. We need one for the ISO enter and one for the spacebar. That's it. Nice and simple. In terms of PCB, here it is. This is the original PCB. This has never been opened from when the group buy ran. This has been in my build queue for a long time. Now, this does have some cool features, like some LEDs up here. Since we moved and I've unpacked stuff, I haven't managed to find my LEDs, so I can't put any LEDs in it today. But I do want to revisit that at some point because the duckboards do have LEDs built into the surround, the edge of the case. So I do want to take advantage of that. And of course, this is mini USB because it's so old. Like, USB-C wasn't actively in use at that time. So the other thing that is a little bit of a downside is I don't actually have a cable to hand I can test this board with today. So we're going to build it and then we're going to not put any LEDs in it, and we're not going to test it because I can't, because I don't have a cable that works with it. So yeah, I mean, it should work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, but that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Viper Eagle version 2 by Craftsman. Keyboard Lab, designed by Budok Hwang and Byung-ho Kim. Nice. I probably butchered those names, I apologize. So yeah, so that's the PCB. That's the plate. Just crush a USB-C in there, it'll be reading. Just ram it in the hole, right? Switches. POM pianos. I think these are going to work really well in the board. And here is the board itself. This is the version with the weight. The weight was done by 23, a long time after the group buy. You can see we've got all of the original bits of acrylic in there for the frostedness. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see these on stream, but there is a series of pinprick holes here. This is for the LEDs, the indicator LEDs, which are quite common on Duck series boards, and I'm quite excited to use those on this. But it is MX HHKB, so it's symmetrical blockers. Side profile, nice cutout, LED shine through for the underglow. Base is very simple on these boards. That's just dust or scratch. Very simple. Quite rough duck anodization, as they've always done. But yeah, this is the board. I do have some other add-on bits that clip in here and screw into these holes. I don't know where they've gone, but effectively it's like a little bit of acrylic. I need to find them as part of the move, and you screw down into them from inside the case, hold them in, but then it brings the underglow through the screw holes, as far as I understand. But I think they were an aftermarket part. They weren't actually part of the group buy. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm also tempted to give this a polish as well. If I have time, I can pause for 5 minutes at the end of the stream. I'll go find some Brasso and we'll give that a polish right at the end of the stream. So yeah, so that's what we're going to build today. So first things first, let's take the board apart. That's the wrong screwdriver. Freebird TKLs are going to go in stock probably next week, not this week coming. So like a week on Monday, maybe something like that. We're probably going to need most of this week to ship the group buy out. Any chance of a sneak peek of the SPC JO2 color? Yeah, pink. I don't have a sample on hand of it, but we are getting a sample in. So as soon as I have the sample, I'll share it. But there is some renders that Josh has already shared in SPC chat. How he dropped a teaser in there the other day. If you search for images from Josh, you'll be able to find those in there as well. Comes up discount code has already been used. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. It hasn't expired yet. Let me. I think I know what it is. I limit it to 1 use per customer, but I think I have to manually turn that on and off each week.
Tasty.
There you go. Okay, so if you try now, it should work. But just tag me in chat if it's not Trojam. But it should work. I think I have to manually unlimit it to 1 use per customer, save it, manually limit it to 1 use per customer, and then resave it so that if you've used it in the past, you can use it again. If that doesn't work, we'll change the code slightly and it'll work then. Just let me know. Just let me know. But make sure you tag me, otherwise I might miss it in chat. Oh, that's a different size screw. I was not expecting that. Are they all different sizes on the top? How weird. The screws are different sizes in the back. Cheese Lover, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Sweet. Oh, I thought you were going to build your Onyx. No, sorry. This is what got voted for, so this is what we're building. I did see your email as well, Zri, if you're the same Zri. If you are the same Zri, I'll reply to your email on Monday. I did see that, but so expect a response soon. Okay, I think we've got 2 screws left. They actually come loose. No. There we go. Okay, then we can now take the board apart. I say take it apart because it's already coming apart. There's the inside of the top case. It is top mount. As you can see, we do have the screws in there for the top mount, so I'm going to remove those now. And you can see that here's the LEDs as well. So we'll put them in at some point in the near future. But not today because I haven't dug them out yet. Nope, still says discount code already used. Okay, let me try and fix that. Give me 1 second, Trojam. Apologies about that. I didn't realize that was an issue, so okay. Try again now. You may have to refresh your browser to do it. But try again now. Let me know if that works. Yeah, it should rework now. Just taking off these screws. So basically it means 1 time use per customer, which means you can only use it once each week. The idea is I don't want people like making like 10 orders and then asking to combine them. So you can only use it once each week. Like each person can only use it once each week. That was the idea. But I think to do that, I'm going to have to just create a whole new discount code each week instead of refreshing the old one. Because if you've used the old one, if you use that discount once and you use it again, it just stops you. So there we go. Okay. So that's all the screws out for the top mount. There's the top case. It's looking good. Like that. For the bottom case, you can see that we have 3 bits of acrylic. 1 part is here. That does sit along this front edge, just there. And then that's compressed into place by the front case. So we can put that to one side. Then we have these 2 here as well. These sit in nicely. I'm just going to pop those to one side as well. And the case is pretty simply machined, to be honest. There's not a huge amount to it. It's just a nice little wedge of black aluminium. It's pretty cool. Nice, clever, easy design. Nothing overly complex to it, which is kind of nice. Let's put the top case back on. And just pop it to one side. Okay. Is it 2016 again? It is, Popcorn. It is. All the way back to 2016. Right, so we're building ISO today. I put my stabs on the table. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab those. There we go. I know how to in fact, that's the wrong set of stabilizers. That's the correct set of stabilizers. There we go. Oops. Still have my blue-grey in the closet, I believe. Yeah, I got the black one, and I haven't built this. This is the first time it's been built. I just found it when I was moving stuff around a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, I have to build that soon. The blue-grey ones were super nice, though. Okay. So, that's not a 7U spacebar, is it? No. So, let's get the housings and everything else ready. So 1, 2, we can use that. We'll get that. We're gonna have to find a 7U wire as well. We need those. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. What else do I need? 2 more inserts. Right, okay, I need to find a 7U wire. Give me 1 second, guys, I'll find a 7U wire. Still haven't unpacked all my personal collection of stabilizers yet from the move as well, so I'm a little bit underprepared for this bit, but once we get them in, it'll be fine. I do have a box of stuff, so I'll find a 7U wire in a second. Okay, 7U wire obtained. Let's get our build on. Ugh. Not the carrot again. Why? What's wrong with the carrots? Is this an SPC hoodie? Is what an SPC hoodie? Right, okay, let's get this set of stabilizers looped. So we only have 2 today. Nice, easy, simple build. I'm using these Wookie Studios stabilizers for it. Kirsty's creamy carrots. What on earth are you guys talking about? SPC hoodie form this week. Count me in. I'll take 4. So just going to put a nice bit of lube on each side of the wire now. Not too much. It's always easy to add more lube later on than it is to remove it. So just go easy with the lube. That's what she said. Looks good. Could there be a redeemer point to spin the play tray ball? Absolutely. If Omar's around, Omar will get on that. You're only just now noticing what an enormous pot of lube that is? Yeah, I go through about a whole pot a year, just from streaming and doing my own personal builds. It takes about a year to get through it. Okay, so that's our ISO enter one. Now it's time to do on a space bar. Nice and simple this week, just 2 stabilizers. ISO for the win. Okay. Every time Jay spins his play tray, viewers have to spin theirs. Maybe I should make a thing where if anyone subs or drops bits, I'll spin the play tray as well. Like if you want to see this play tray spin. You have to sub or drop bits, right? Okay, now done that, we're just going to coat the sides of the slider rails just in a really thin coat. Again, we're not trying to gum anything up here, we're just trying to make it nice and smooth to press. And we're just going to put a small blob in the back just to make sure that the wire is sufficiently coated. Going to do the same on the other side. Super thin coat on the sides. And then a small blob in the rear. There we go. Come back and do this one. I'm not going to spin my chair, I'll fall off. Chinese food is here? Nice. That was super quick. I think we've still got a couple of play trays in stock, but they're the ones without a logo in. I think. I might be wrong. Maybe they've all sold out over the weekend. Just gonna put a little bit more on the front of this one. There we go. Okay, so that's the lubing done. Tired people rejoice in either goodness. Absolutely. I do enjoy spinning that far too much. Need a spare play tray ball. I think we do have some in stock still, play tray balls, I think. If not, I can probably dig out the specs for you. Because I will have them somewhere from when we made the factory order. We don't have any balls left in. Oh wow, I didn't realise those had sold out. Right, okay, 7U spacebar. Installed. Okay. Remember, when you tighten these screws, guys, you don't want to go too tight. You're only trying to tighten them up enough to hold the stabilizer in place. So just being tight and then a quarter turn more is enough. I have seen people try and crush the PCBs and actually crack the PCBs before, or crack the stabilizer housings. So remember, you don't want to go that tight. That's that in, and then we can figure out how ISO enter one. Which is there and there. Yeah, 40mm stainless steel sounds about right, but I can double, triple check that if you do want any additional ones. How close does the grave of the play tray match the grave of the Cloudline? I think it's slightly different. It's a different manufacturer, so I don't think it's perfectly. I think it's pretty close, but I can't say it's an exact match. So there we go, that's our stabilizers all installed. That's all we need today, just the two. And the plate's going to sit just like so. Now it's time to get some switches into the board. That should be the switches, I think. Let's get these in. Any tips for dealing with a board and a plate where they're coming apart a little during soldering? Yeah, make sure your switches and PCB is pressed together fully. One of the tricks that you can do for that, actually, I can show you, is if you've got two pins and say it's separating here a little bit so that this switch is coming out, what you can do is you can put it upside down. As you're soldering it, you can push it down and hold the soldering iron next to the pin. Take the soldering iron away, still keep it pushed down until the solder sets and stops flowing, then let go and it'll keep them nice and tight together. If you do just a couple of spots all around the board whilst you're doing that, it should hold everything in place for you. It's just a case of going slow when that happens and taking your time. But just solder one pin on the switch. The other thing as well is if you've only got one pin soldered on the switch, even if it's not quite level, if you solder one pin and it's not quite installed correctly, you can reflow it, and whilst you're reflowing the solder, you can kind of heat it up, you can kind of squeeze the PCB and plate back together so it holds it in place. So you can just take it slow and just take a couple of passes doing it that way. Just go around and do the topmost pin on each switch maybe, and then come back to it afterwards. Velocify gave an update about the Hope 75 in Discord. They're all packed to send Chinese news to put in the door. That may be the case, Metatron, but it's been the weekend, so I haven't put anything onto Notion. But we will update that. We don't work weekends, so. You're welcome, Bob. I hope that works for you. Let me know if you've got any more questions like that. Yeah, so if they're not shipping out to us from Feb, we're not going to get them in February as well. They will arrive likely in March. We do have a shipment due to leave our forwarder first thing in Feb, but it'll take 4 to 12 weeks to get to us, so it's likely going to be late March before we even get them. Sadly, shipping from China to the UK isn't a quick process these days. And it all depends on the luck of the drawer as well. Like we tend to buy a container and ship a container over, but if the container gets on a ship that doesn't come directly to the EU, there's no ship that goes from China directly to the UK, sadly. So we often end up on a ship that's going to the EU first, but sometimes we can get on a ship that ends up going all round, like the Pacific, not the Pacific, the Atlantic as well. Wait, no, the Indian Ocean actually. So it'll go to like Malaysia and Thailand and places like that first before it comes to here. Thank you, Bob, for the gifted sub. I really appreciate that, my man. That went to Ice Ice Baby. Am I aware that the bot isn't pinging people in Discord? I wasn't aware that had broken. I'll take a look at it and try and fix it. The reason I do switches like this, I tend to do them spread out. It depends on how the plate and PCB fit together. So depending on how the plate and PCB fit together and how the switches hold into the PCB, I'll do it in a number of different ways. If the switches and the plate are kind of like, if it's really tight, I'll start in the middle and work my way out in almost a spiral. If the switches don't hold into the PCB very well, I do it like this because then it evens the pressure over the whole plate, and it means that the plate's not dipping in places. For flexible plates, I tend to do it this way as well. So if I put a switch in here, it's supported by the clip of the switch there and the clip of the switch there, so it doesn't bend as much here. Just means you're losing less reliance on plate forks. It's nothing to do with aesthetics. It's just something I picked up from building hundreds of keyboards. It's a little bit like putting a rocker cover back on or tightening up something in the engine bay. You don't necessarily go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all the way around. You'll go 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 6, whatever. You know, you go all over the place just to make sure that it's all kept nice and neat. Basically, you just want to even pressure against the PCB and the plate as you're putting it together. You ping people instead of the bot. Nice. Oh, the bot is pinged that now. I'll have a look at the bot. Sometimes it does lose its integration. It might be because I've just changed. I have to change my passwords and stuff as well, like I do every month. So it might be that I've just changed that, and for some reason the bot's not picked it up. I'll check. Also, read your last message. By the way, cannot change redemptions right now with the powers. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to post stream, but I know how to do it now, so I can do that. Thank you, Omar. Thank you. After our last catch up, I know what I'm doing now. Did you get the A6 for test driving? I took an A6 out yesterday. It was good. We've got an RS6 coming at some point soon for a weekend long test. the Audi garage only has one RS6 in, and that RS6 is actually pending sale at the minute. So yeah, I wasn't allowed to borrow that, sadly. But they are getting me one in, and I'll have it for a weekend. So I'll do like an RS6 weekend long test, which should be fun. Wait a minute, what? There we go. Right, it's time to find some little mod keys so that I can test out getting things in place. So we need a 7U spacebar, 2 1U keycaps, and 2 1.5s. So it should work. Okay, that will do for now. That gives us enough information to get our bottom row in place. So we're going to pop the 7U keycap on just lightly. Then we're going to pop a 1.25U keycap in place. I'm going to clip that in. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. And this is just going to make sure that we get everything lined up nice and neatly. And then we're going to do a 1U keycap. Just a little bit of a cheat, just so that we can get everything in position. It doesn't have to be the right profile. You're only doing it for the spacing. You're not doing it for anything else. Then we can take the top case and we can check that that all works. And then we have a perfect bottom row. And we can take the keycaps off, put them back to one side. Check our switches are all still nicely in place, and then we're golden. Does Jay sound a bit quiet? I can turn up the volume a little bit. There we go, that should be a little bit louder. I don't want to go too loud and end up breaking the microphone. I'm quite glad you built thousands of boards and you still use caps to work out backwards at solder holes to use. I don't need to, like, it's just a good trick. I like to share things with people, so like I could probably visualize it and know. I have only ever made like 1 or 2 mistakes with that, but it's just a little trick that I like to show people as we do it. Like, some people might be watching for the first time and see me do it and be able to use that. Would you always suggest putting switches in outside of the case on a flat surface? Yeah, I would always suggest doing that. The reason is because if you do it inside the case, even with a hot swap board, you might damage the hot swap pins. The hot swap sockets underneath should always be supported. This is a solder board, so it doesn't matter too much, but still, if not, the PCB is just going to drop down inside the case anyway. It's not going to be the required distance from the plate. So I would always take, no matter what board I'm building, I'd always take the plate and PCB assembly out of the case before you put switches in, whether it's hot swap, whether you're going to solder it, whatever, just to make sure it's nice and safe and easy. It's now peaking a little on the mic. It was fine before, but the mic was higher than where you were sitting, that's all. Okay, I'll drop it down a touch. Right, okay. It's time to solder, which means you guys can now ask me any question you'd like whilst I'm soldering. Any question about any topic is good to go. All you need to do is tag me with @J prototypist and ask your question. You can ask anything at all that you'd like. That's better? Cool. Yeah, all you need to do is just tag me with @J, ask any question you'd like about any topic you'd like, and we'll be able to do that for you. We'll be able to answer those questions. As long as it's stream safe and I'm not going to get banned from Twitch for doing it. Once you get a couple of questions in, I'm just going to solder a couple of switches in the middle and in each corner, and then I'll start answering your questions in a second. Got bent pin there, so I'm not going to do that one. I should have checked for bent pins first, but I didn't. I forgot because, well, no excuse really. Just forgot. But there we go. That should be enough to hold it together. Where did I put that? Right. Okay. Let's just check for bent pins and fix any bent pins that we do have whilst you guys are getting your questions in. And then, as I say, any question that you would like, I will answer Doesn't matter what the question's about. I'll answer it to the best of my honest capabilities. Okay, I'm just going to check for bent pins super duper quickly. Okay, we've got one. Okay, this is quite a busy PCB, so it's a little bit slower than I usually would be checking for them. Okay, I think we've just got one switch so far that I need to fix. Yeah, just one switch. I think it's this one. Right. Let's see what your questions are. King Kara says, Jay, can you engrave the play trays in-house? Yes, I can. Send a play tray to me, and I can engrave it for you if you give me a design that you want engraving on it. That's not a problem. Alaric says, Jay, are you going to have any premium stabs coming in stock soon on the store, like Owl Lab Stabies, TX, and those sorts? Yes, Owl Lab Stabilizers will be in stock very soon. I don't have a date for you, but it should be sometime in the next week or so. We actually have them in the workshop. I just need to count through how many we've got, and then we'll get them in stock for you. So it should be this week. Stabies we're working on. We don't know when that'll be. TX, I think. I don't know. I don't know exactly when that'll be either, but we will be restocking TX at some point as well. I don't want to promise you they're going to be like 2 weeks time when they're not. So I'd rather not like give any firm dates now. But our lab should be very soon. Have you ever been interested in motorbikes? Yeah, I used to have a motorbike. I used to have a Yamaha that I turned into a bobber about 12 years ago. A friend of mine then died in a motorbike accident, and I never rode since. It's just kind of put me off. But I do love a good motorbike. I'm just terrified of them these days. I just like to look at them now. Perhaps one day I'll get back on a motorbike, but it won't be anytime soon. A friend of mine called Kevin, he's offered to let me take one of his Harleys out before in the past, and honestly, I just haven't even been able to. 15 years ago, I would have been all over it, but lately, I just don't feel it. Robert says, how do you maintain your saucy beard? I use a cream in it once a day, every night. It gets washed every night in the shower, not with a shampoo, just with like water. Washed once a week with a scrub, usually on a Sunday night, which will be after the stream tonight. And that's about it, really. Brush it every day. Cream once a day instead of oil. I find that oil dries my skin out, and makes it itchy, so I use a cream instead. I think it's a L'Oreal one. That's about it. I don't really do anything else with it. But I'm glad you like it. My wife refuses to let me shave it now. She's like, yeah, you can't get rid of the beard. Milot says, top 3 things on my bucket list. Top 3 things on my bucket list. Come and see U2. I definitely need to get down and visit U2. That's very up there. I don't know, to be honest. There's a few things in the world I want to see. That I've got to do. Definitely those things. There's cars I want to own. I don't know if I'd be able to pick just 3. Like I have a list that's a rolling list of things that I want to do. So one thing I absolutely want to own at some point in my life is a Ken Miri Skyline. I'm struggling to find one that's in the right condition at the right price at the minute. But if I ever do, I'll own one of those. There's a few places that I want to go that I've never had the chance to go to. One of those is the Grand Canyon. I don't really like going to the US that much, but I would like to see the Grand Canyon and do like a full road trip across the US. The plan is to one day go to San Francisco and buy some sort of classic car, probably a Mustang, drive all the way across the country to somewhere like New York and then Rhode Island, and then sell the car and fly back home. That's something I absolutely want to do at some point. And I also want to do something similar through the Rocky Mountains as well in Canada. But I don't know if they're necessarily like bucket list things. So yeah. I'd probably give you a different answer to every week on that, but it's a good question. If you have to pick one thing, what do you like most about myself? Oh my gosh. I don't really like anything about myself. I struggle to like things about me. Oh my gosh. Like I don't know. Like I'm really negative about myself. So I really struggle with questions like this, Tim. You put me right on the spot here. I don't know is the honest answer. I can't think of anything that I actually like about myself to give you an answer to that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't answer that one, I don't think. What's your favorite linear switches that PT has in stock? Probably right now blush linears I'd recommend, because I've been using them in a keyboard all week. So yeah, I'd probably go for those. Yeah, I showed the PCBs earlier on, Josh. Yeah, I've got them to the side. I'll show you them later on if you want to see them. Did I have a favourite children's TV show when I was younger? Mine was probably Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget is a great shout. I used to love a load of TV shows. I think my favourite was probably Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. I don't know if you guys remember that one. That was pretty cool. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Thundercats was also really cool. I'm a huge Thundercats fan growing up. What else was it? Biker Mice from Mars. That was probably really late on for me for cartoons. I was probably getting to the age where I was stopping watching them at that point. But yeah, Biker Mice from Mars was pretty cool. I do remember Inspector Gadget. There used to be a really cool claymation show called Trapdoor here in the UK. I don't think any of you will actually remember this, but it used to have a theme song that was like, "Don't you open that trapdoor." It was really cool, and I haven't seen that around for must be 25, 30 years now. But yeah, I used to love a load of TV shows. Did Novel Keys get back to you about the Cream Plus? Yes, we'll be restocking them after Chinese New Year, so we will have them in stock at some point soon. I think the next big switch that we're going to have in stock is Nixie's. We're on the agreed list from Cherry for those. I've seen some other vendors selling them that shouldn't have been, that didn't get on the agreed list and have been getting through back channels, which is a bit naughty. KFA. But yeah, we're on the agreed vendor list and working with Geonworks, so we should have them in stock towards the back end of this month, early next month, I think. And then Cream Plus switches will be after Chinese New Year. We're waiting on Novel Key's second batch of those. We couldn't have any from the first round, but we have got some coming from the second round. So as soon as they ship, they'll ship to us from China. I'm just waiting on an invoice to pay for that at the minute. Oh, I missed the ISO enter key. That's important. How did we miss that? Favorite stock linear switch? Right now I'd probably say blush linears, but like that's going to change on a weekly basis, so you could ask every week and I'd give you a different answer to that. Don't forget as well, guys, whilst we're streaming today, there is 15% off all in-stock GMK kits and sets. All you have to do is go to the website, check out, and use the code at checkout. Streaming Party, all one word. That's Streaming Party, all one word with a capital S and a capital P. And you'll get 15% off any in-stock GMK. It's pinned in the pins in chat, so if you want to take a look at that, please do. And it's only available until we finish streaming tonight. Okay, what other questions have we got? Could I be given the role in SBC Strom as the plug? Maybe, I'll have a think about that. Thomas says, have you been approached by Wind at all for their Greek boats? No, I haven't, but I'd be more than happy to look at that with them if they wanted to. If they want to reach out, I'm more than happy to. I find it better when designers reach out to me organically rather than me reach out to them, just because they want to work with me, which means it's easier for me to work with them. If it's the other way around, sometimes it can feel a little bit disjointed, so I don't tend to like reaching out. But yeah, I'd have to work with the Windex guys. They're good guys. Their boards are good. I did have a Windex. I've sold it. Sadly, I never actually built my personal one, but I did build a couple of customer ones, and they were really cool boards. I can't remember who I sold that to now, but I did sell it a couple of months back. It was a very nice board. Okay. Thanks, Robert. It's fine. It's a long time since my friend died, so yeah. Stay safe. Cars are fun. Yeah, I haven't lost my love for cars, so yeah. All down self-controls on bike, to be honest, but 99% is the cars that are so poorly driven these days that not the bike stuff. Yeah, from what I understand, it wasn't my friend's fault that he died. It was absolutely the car driver's fault that hit him. Just didn't see him for whatever reason. So yeah, it is what it is, but I'm very acutely aware of motorbikes these days. Okay. I think this is the last switch to solder. Okay, I'll try and quickly rush through the rest of your questions. I'm on a mobile, so I can't do what? What cars have you been looking at recently? Seen on your IG? So recently, I've been looking for a new daily driver. So I've been test driving a few different cars. I'm looking primarily at either an Audi RS6, a Porsche Taycan Sport Touring, the BMW M3 competition, so M4 competition estate, or a BMW 5 Series Touring, or a B5 Alpine Touring as well. That's the kind of shortlist that I'm looking at the minute, but no word on definitely which one I'm going to get or anything. If I get new, I'm going to lease. If I buy an old one, I'll probably buy, but it all depends. It's all up in the air. So I still need to test drive some of the cars, so we'll have to wait until that happens. Grand Canyon is great. Yeah, I want to get over there. Go to San Francisco and not even say hi. I would definitely come and see you, Josh. I would definitely come and see you. Make sure to do some driving in upstate New York if you do. I would do, yeah. Would you stream a meetup if we did one? 100%, yeah. I haven't streamed when we've done the open days here at PT, but I do want to plan a kind of like northern meetup for like the UK at some point soon. We'll probably stream that as well. Oh, thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've been knocked off my bike at 60 miles an hour by a driver just not taking the extra second to look for a bike. Yeah, I get that, man. I'm so sorry that happened to you. It is tough out there for motorcyclists. Even if you find it harder to accept, sometime you're worthy of the praise and success. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Andromeda says, will you ever get the BBN linears inside alongside the tactiles? Yeah, we've considered them. We might have a look at it again. Metatron said, I love Jason the Wheel Warriors. It's my favourite show growing up. I love that. Thundercats and Transformers for me. Yeah, I like Transformers as well, but Thundercats was cool too. Omar says, you are amazing, Jay. You're very nice and passionate about the things you love and put a lot of time and effort into it. You care about the people around you and make sure to give everything the attention and time it needs. I try to, but I mean, obviously, like, people judge me all the time for things I do or don't do, and sometimes it feels like whatever I do just is never good enough for some aspects of certain communities. So I always feel like I should be doing more, and I know logically that that's not always the case, and it's not always possible, but it doesn't stop me feeling that way sometimes. So thank you for the kind words. I appreciate them. Right, let's get on to popping the screws in to hold this together. So we're just going to put the top mount screws back in place. What's your favourite 40s that you've got? Do you know what? I've stopped using 40s a lot these days. I did sell my Equinox from Pona. It was a prototype. I did sell it a little while back, and I actually really regret selling it now. I kind of wish I still had that board. Oh man, what am I doing today? I am just being butterfingers with these screws. Hold on. Let me try that again. There we go. So yeah. Biker Mice, that's a throwback. Yeah, Biker Mice from Mars was ace. Don't you? Oh, JQ remembers Trapdoor. That's so cool. Trouble Jam as well. Trapdoor is amazing. We remember. I'm 34 and Trapdoor was on when I was a kid. Nice. Some oldies in chat. Seagull says, hi Jay, how are you? Nice board you're building. A few years ago, I want this. Not anymore. Cough, Skyring step. Oh, you want? Oh, sorry. I was struggling to understand what you wanted. You meant you wanted this board a few years ago. I've got you. I've got you. I've got you. Jay underestimating how many of us are 30 plus. I just tend to think that in the hobby I'm on the older side, so I just assume that everyone's younger than me, and it usually works out true. So that's all I'm doing there. I apologise if I've upset anyone. I'm waiting for Nixies for my Cloudline. Yeah, they shouldn't be too far away. We'll have them in stock. We're aiming for under 50p a switch, I think. Why do you have to make me check what's in stock? Sorry, man. work for us. You should know what's in stock. Josh. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Dude, that's the flashback. Ever driven with one of your fast cars here on the German Autobahn, or would you want to? I haven't, but I would like to. I've done a load of track days and stuff like that in the past, and I've always enjoyed it. But yeah, I do want to visit Germany. I actually have a trip that is gonna happen at some point soon to come and see GMK, or at least I hope it is. I arranged it with Christoph like a couple of years ago, and then COVID hit, and we just never got around to it. So I'm hoping that we can arrange that at some point soon. So yeah, it is absolutely something on my list of things to do, is to come and enjoy your lovely autobahns. But I haven't ever actually been there yet. Maybe one day soon. What stabs am I using? Oh, not me, not to me. Sorry, Alaric, apologise. Broken Cozzy? What? What cars have we been looking at recently? We talked about bring Timothy if you come to San Francisco. I will do, yeah, we can definitely arrange that. 50 this year for you? Troy Jumbo 50? I would never have guessed. Congratulations, man. That's a great age. Age is just a number. It's true, it is. Go on, Josh. Tell me what's in stock, man. Tell me what's in stock. Jay, can you magic me some Striker macro extensions in stock? I ended up with 2 spacebar sets and I'm sad I can't find an extra B. If you, I mean, we can always look. I can't guarantee that we have those, but you can message me via email and I'll check. I'll probably get Mel to do it, to be honest, but we can have a look. Like, I can't guarantee it, but yeah, drop me a message and I'll take a look and see if we can do. Drop me an email. Was that episode where the guy asked him to return the frigging slab of stuff to the cast? Dude, I remember that. Yeah, that's a long time ago. That now. If you hear any noise downstairs, don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, you just carry on, man. You just carry on. I can see into the workshop. There is like a window just there where I can actually see onto the mezzanine and into the bottom of the workshop. Okay, there we go. That's the board all built and put together. It's a little bit dusty in places, but... Oh man, somehow we splashed a little bit of solder on it. There we go. That's the board all built. Next job is to get some keycaps on there, which is where you guys come in, because it's now time for you guys to pick what keycaps we put on the build. And I do have some choices for you. If I put my screwdrivers back in the right slots. Alex Sotos, thank you so much, man, for the raid. 348 people, welcome to the stream. We've literally just finished building a Duck Viper V2. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Chat's going nuts. Thanks, Alex. It's good to see you, man. I need to reach out to you about something, actually. I was talking to someone about the weekend. I need to reach out to you about something. But I hope you're doing well, Alex. I didn't see what you were streaming today, so I hope you're building well. I'm just going to call you Cider, but thank you, Cider96, for the follow. I appreciate that, man. It's now time for you guys to pick some keycaps that we're going to put on this board. So I'm hoping Omar's around and ready to set up a poll. Omar, get ready. Get ready to set up a poll, Omar. Alex to the O to the... Wait, I can't see that. Alex to the O to the Tozy raid. Okay. Thank you, Per. I appreciate that. But yeah, right. It's time to pick some keycaps for this wonderful board. Thanks for all the follows, guys. I appreciate that. Poll time. You can pick GMK Laser, if the camera focuses. That is GMK Laser, I promise. We also have GMK Ashes. We used some of these keycaps earlier on. This is GMK Ashes. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you so much. We can pick GMK Oblivion R1 with the Hagorama White Alphas. Guys, thank you for all these follows. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Or alternatively, we do have DCS Deadbeats as well. So yeah, DCS Deadbeats, that's the other option today.
Incredible.
Which is one of the few tubs that isn't labelled. Oh, guys, all these follows. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Omar's going to get the poll up for you. There it is. I'm going to put my vote in. See what you guys want to see as well. Let's put back the camera to the other view. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Ashes would slap. Yeah, it would work really well. Jerry Keep says, how many cafe sets do I have? I have 2 sets of cafe. One is the full set with the dark alphas and everything else, and the other one's just the light bass. I have the dark set on the JO2 just up there.
Incredible.
Yeah, please vote, guys. Let me know what you want to see on this board, this lovely Duck Viper V2. We're going to put some keycaps on there. Whatever you guys pick. We have gone ISO because I'm an ISO user. This is one of my personal collections. Jim K Ashes, Laser, Oblivion, please. Let's get the votes in and see what you guys pick. Not sure about the DCS tone matching the cage. It's beige, so beige goes with everything. That's the rule. Beige goes with everything. Incredible. Thank you so much, guys, for the follows. I really appreciate that. That's kind of gone nuts. I have to reach out to Alex and thank him. You deserve all the follows and subs, so don't sweat it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to Alex and thank him. I hope he streamed. What was Alex building anyway? What did Alex build today? Can anyone tell me what it was? Don't really mind ISO enter, but I can't with the split left shift. Oh man, that's the best part about ISO. Like, it's an extra key and one less stabilizer, so it's more functional. Like when you're playing games, you have an extra key that you can bind down there, and it's more functional because it's more functional with an extra key, and there's also one less stabilizer as well. Oh, the glass board, yeah, I've seen that. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. Yeah, I do like split left shift the most out of ISO layouts. Split backspace is better than backspace. Ooh, I would tend to agree for only HHKB layouts. For me, I like the big backspace key. Not that I'm making many mistakes when I'm typing, but because it's just really, really satisfying to hit the big backspace. The same with the ISO enter, it's super satisfying to hit. That's why we use the big keys, I think. But yeah, generally I would try and remove anything that uses a stabilizer if I can. So, I only have 2 stabilizers on my Frog TKL. We only have 2 stabilizers on this, the spacebar and the ISO enter. That's how cool it is. The subtle flex. Gotta love a subtle flex. Not that I make mistakes when I'm typing. Well, I don't make too many mistakes. Like, I'm like 98% accurate or something. So, yeah, it's fine. I do make some mistakes, of course. Everyone does, but... Poll rigged. I don't think the poll's rigged. I don't think the poll's rigged at all. DCS Deadbeats is further behind than I thought it would be. I thought you guys were absolutely going to take DCS Deadbeats to the limit, but it seems like Ashes is where you want to be. Being on Canadian multilingual standard by using full left shift, I lose the U with the umlauts, which I don't use in either French or English. Ashes wins. There we go. Let's put Ashes on the board. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so first up, let's put the 7U spacebar back on. There we go. Let's get the rest of the keys ready. So Ashes has won the contest this week for the keycap set of choice. Apologies for the noise. I do apologize, guys. Right. Okay. Let's get the board all sorts. We don't need stepped caps. We don't need a full size shift. We do need 1 alt key and we need 1 control key. And then what I think we're going to actually do here is we're going to put 1 new arrows left and right. We do need our ISO enter key. I think we're going to go with the dark ISO enter key because I think the light one's in the smaller kit that I don't have to hand right now. So we're going to go for the dark enter key today. There we go. Tub unload gang. Yeah, it's just easier. Okay, we need that key. We don't need that, but there we go. There's the arrow pointing that way. Okay, there's going to be so many keys we don't need here. Let's go for the accent escape. Not the accent, sorry, escape, just the standard escape for this. Don't need the control key, don't need the end key. There we go. Nice and simple. Nice easy build today, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to be a rebel and I'm going to put delete and print up here, just because I like the print screen. And I'm not sure if this set's actually got UK ISO in it as well. It may well do. Have you seen GMK Monokai material? It is a really beautiful set. Yeah, I don't own a set, but it is lovely. It does have UK ISO. There we go. Look at that glorious enter key. It does look good, right? Oh, we do have the light enter. We'll keep the dark one on for now, but I'll keep that to one side in case you guys tell me to change.
Incredible.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Boss Quest, for the follow. I really appreciate that. Step caps up, because step caps is best. It's an undisputed fact. Okay, good choice in the keycaps today, guys. I think this really works. Okay. I haven't found that delete key yet, but it should be in here somewhere. Quite a while since I saw HHKB with ISO enter. All of my personal HHKB boards have ISO enter. That's just the way I built them. Wait, no, that's the wrong key because we're using ISO. Jay, in your case, how long after how long GMK shines on average? Probably about 3 or 4 months worth of heavy full-time usage. That's where it would start to shine for me. It takes a long time for it to shine. Like, that's a completely brand new set, unused. It's only been used for a typing test and maybe 20 minutes today. So, for example, that's what an unused keycap set looks like in my current lighting. Or very little use, should we say. This is also unused. It's never been used on a board before either. Still waiting to find that delete key. Hopefully it'll turn up in a second or two. I used to hate the shine on GMK keycaps, but now I just embrace it. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, it's going to happen eventually. It's ABS, like, it just happens eventually. Watching these streams is the highlight of my week. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I try. Doing these streams is actually one of the highlights of my week as well. I really, really enjoy streaming and sharing with you guys what's going on at the workshop as well, and Insta stories and stuff like that. Okay. I'm getting slightly worried that I haven't... There it is. I haven't found the delete key, and there it is. It was going to have to turn up at some point, right? Okay, we can get rid of all of these modify keys because we don't keep those. Okay, I'm getting slightly concerned that I'm finding keys I don't have. Go on. UI, there we go. That's the last one needed. What do you guys think? Dark enter or light enter? I think I'm going to change it for the light enter. I think it's going to look better. Wait, is Blackfoot back from the shop getting milk? Is he back already? That's cool. Oh, come off. Come on off. There we go. Whoops. Let's go for the light ISO enter. Yeah, that looks better. There we go, guys. This is a Duck Viper V2 with GMK Ashes. How nice does that look? Aluminium plate, original PCB, underglow standard. Looks so good. Brand new GMK set on this board. Pre-order GMK Frost Switch. Guess I have to embrace it. Frost Switch is really nice. Light Enter. Yeah, we've gone for the Light Enter. It looks way better. Black Enter needs Black Escape. Yeah, it just didn't quite work with the rest of the set on this particular board. If the board had been silver, I think it would have worked better. Should we see what this sounds like? Let's pause the music. See what it sounds like properly. Might sound a little bit louder than what we're expecting it to, but let's see. They sound pretty cool, right? That sounds pretty good. There's no foam in this case. It's just completely stock. Well, lube switches, but the case is stock. No foam in there. It is quite loud. I did expect it to be loud with there not being much space for case resonance, and the way that the board's constructed. But that sounds so good. Look how good it looks with these keycaps as well. Super happy with how that came out. Super happy. I think you're building your Nissan 700E HHKB as ISO. You should do it, man. You should do it. The only thing is I like to split backspace when I do ISO enter on MX HHKB, but I do sometimes do full backspace. I wonder if I've got any with full backspace on HHKB layout out. I'm looking and I can't actually find a HHKB board on the shelves. Okay, so I've got one HHKB board on the shelf, and it's ANSI. It's not ISO. So I don't have an example where I built it like that, but I can promise you that I do build it like that sometimes. But yeah, it's so cool. It came out really well. It is Ashes. It's GMK Ashes. If I try not to tip it out, there's the box. Do you really need print? Yeah, I use it as a command. Like it's a custom command I have set up in Shopify. So. Built into the OS, so we use it for a load of different stuff, but that key code we use it for like running a load of like if I press that while I'm in Shopify, it will literally list out all of the unshipped orders that are in stock and print them out for me out of the printer so we can go get ready to pack them. So it's just because I have a specific function, which is why I use that key. So I just like the legend there because it makes sense. It's not actually the print screen functionality that I get, it's the process that it runs off the back in the end. So there we go. But this looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so happy with how it's come out. Wait, why is the music not playing? There we go, that's better. Super duper happy with that. I just wish I had a cable for it, but I don't. I'm good. Pexon's actually coming to visit in a couple of weeks' time. I'm going to have to get him to bring me a cable that will fit on this board, because I just don't have one to hand anymore. Everything else is USB-C, so I don't have anything to actually get it to work. But yeah, I'm super happy with how that came out. Super duper happy. I can't believe how quickly this stream's gone today. Like, it's gone super quick. Oh man, I'm so happy with how that came out. I don't have anything else that I can build right now. Don't have the 2 or the 3 pound. No, it doesn't have those, sorry. But it does have like semi-UK ISO because you get the right keys here and here. But it doesn't have the right keys up there. Stream was too quick. Marbles. Should we play marbles? Should we play marbles? That's a good point, actually, Robot. Yeah, so if anyone's wanting to buy from Prototypist, well, whilst we're streaming, if you check the pins and you go to the collections, I'm selling any in-stock GMK right now, 15% off, just because you're watching the stream. You can use the code STREAMINGPARTY, all one word, capital S, capital P, at the link in pins, and you can get 15% off any in-stock GMK kit or base kit. Whatever you add to your cart and check out with, you get 15% off. We ship worldwide, so if you guys are overseas, want some GMK, we have it in stock. Get yourself a nice little discount. Finishes when I end the stream though, so get in there quickly. ANSI in disguise. Nice. Should we play marbles just for fun? You guys want a couple of marbles for fun? Yeah, let's do that. Let me load up marbles and we'll have a game. Oh wait, what are you doing? There we go. That's Steam. That's where Steam is. It will be midnight, yeah, Robot. Yeah, it will be midnight. I will tell everyone that it ends when the stream ends, so like people don't miss it. But realistically, the code ends at midnight UK time, which is about 2.5 hours. So yeah, marbles for a JO2 spot. Just sub and you get a JO2 spot. That's as simple as it is. If you're in the SPC, you guaranteed a spot if you want one. It's nice and easy. What's the marbles for? For fun. For fun, Chuck Death. We're just gonna play for fun. Where is the marbles now? There it is. Let me load it up. We're just playing for fun. James from Pexon is a top guy. Yeah, Pexon is a really lovely guy. He's a great guy. He's one of the best guys. Right, okay. So if I flick over to this view, you should be able to see the game. Let's just play for fun. Let's do like a couple of... Oh, wait. What? Okay. Oh, this is because I've changed... Wait, how do I log back into thing? Let me just do this real quick, guys. It's because I've changed all my passwords recently, and I've forgotten to go back through the process to update everything. There we go. That's fixed it. Cool. Okay. Right. So now we can play. We can actually play. Cool. Right. Let's do like a race and do like a Grand Prix. Let's just do like 3 races. Let's pick the community maps and do them at random. So let's do like 3 random community maps. Let's do that one and that one and that one. Oh wait, we've set it to 2. Where do we change that again? There. And let's pick a 3rd one by random. There we go. Cool. Right, this is just for fun. No prizes on this particular one, I'm afraid, guys. But let's just race and have a bit of a laugh, and we'll see how it goes out. We'll see who can win, just for fun today. Get our keyboard ready. Okay, so if you want to play, guys, just for fun, you can do !play now, and that will put you into the game. !play. Trojam's in there already. Just copy what he's done, and it'll put you in the game. I want to get the GMK Wasabi. Can you please tell me the coupon code again? It's in pins quite well, but it's basically streaming party, all one word, capital S, capital P. It should be in the pins. Truman Omar will post it back into chat for you, so watch out for that. He'll post it back into chat in a second. But it's basically just streaming party. Waiting to start.
Incredible.
Yeah, let's hit start. !play if you want to be in, guys. Let's see who's in there. See if we see any familiar names today. Am I looking forward to Lightfall? Holtzman, hey man, good to see you, dude. I am looking forward to Lightfall. I've struggled to get into Destiny for a little while since we played together last time. I played maybe for like 3 months after that, and then I've just lost track of it for a while, but I am absolutely excited for Lightfall. Just Grandpa Things takes an easy lead. Obscure's not too far behind. Is that Obscure from mode? I hope it is. Hey man, if that's you. Holtzman there I see in the middle. Anarchy's towards the back with Newfie as well. Chuck Death leading up the rear with Benny Rub though. Benny Rub miles behind. Let's see if we can catch up. Down the ramps we go. People dying. Snicket, Trojam, Lazy Keiko, Sayusu, Laserman, all dead. Anarchy's storming through. Is he going to stay on the track here? Is Anarchy going to... Anarchy's staying on the track here, not dying there. Anarchy might win for a change. Loads of people just dying here. Anarchy, you were so close. You got halfway down the map and you were in the lead. No one's beaten you yet, though. No one's got past you yet, so you might still win. Oh, Benny Rub and a few other people have now taken past you. Sorry, Anarchy. Is Benny Rub going to stay in the lead? He was right at the back a minute ago. What the hell is happening? Ickman Timothy's up there as well. Good old Tim. Newfie, goodbye, my dude. Solid Logic there as well. It looks like Benny did die. So Solid Logic is in the lead. I think it's taking it slow. This is the trick here. Take it slow and don't fly down these ramps. As soon as you build up any speed, you're going to get thrown off. I thought Anarchy had got it for a second then. This track is so bad. It's so bad. It's so long. Look how long it is. We've still got loads left to go. As soon as you get up any speed, it's going to kill you, though. Alaric ATL is there in the middle. Jellymaster 2, Geo Salad 2. Blackbrook's bringing up the rear. He's back from the shops now. I hope he got milk and bread or whatever else he was going, though. Therefore, Zakirizak is there too. Kebabers, I love that name. That's a great name. Mantis Toboggan and Void Main up there too. Just Grandpa thinks he's going to fall off the map here. He can't make it that speed. Look at the speed he's going for. Solid Logic as well. Those guys are going to fall off the map. They're not going to survive. They're going to miss it at the end. Look how far away he's going. Right over the back at the end. Solid Logic's going to do the same. I can't see him winning this. He's going to prove me wrong, though. He's going to prove me wrong. Solid Logic slowed right down. Solid Logic did win. There is the winner of this particular race, miles ahead of everyone else. Loads of people dying around him. The Man 2K, Zakirizak, Obscure, Aquanix, Pyro Bunny, Geocella, Trueblaze, and Alaric making up the top 10. Wow, that was kind of crazy there. JO2 is expected to be released at the end of this month, early next month. We're going to do it as a pre-order. So I'm waiting until we've got everything well into production before I start putting pre-orders up. It's going to be limited to just 50 units for the JO2 Blackout Edition. And if you're part of the SPC subs only, then you get free, well, not free entry, but you get guaranteed a slot, irrespective of the 50 that we've got there. Solid Logic, congratulations. You did win the first race. Let's see who wins the second. On to Straight Lasers Road here. So yeah, so Blackout JO2 is expected. It's probably going to be early Feb when we put the pre-order up for launch. So yeah, look out for that. Exclamation mark play if you want to be in race 2, guys. We're aiming for under $500. No guarantees on that just yet, because I'm waiting for the last prices to come in for a few bits. But we are aiming for under $500, which I'm super cool about. What I love about marbles is that regardless of what's at stake, I never win. Maybe today's your day, dude. Maybe today's your day. Is the JO2 the TKL? No, it's the 60%. It's the same as what I've got on my desk today. I can show you the old version. I can't show you the new version because the new version is currently with our chief photography, Tim. And he should be taking some nice pictures very, very soon. Okay, you got 20 seconds left to get in, guys. Exclamation mark play does put you in for fun only. There's no prizes on today's stream. But maybe we'll do one next week for the end of the month where we can put some prizes up. USD or pounds, aiming for 500 USD. That's where we're aiming for. For customers in the UK, you'll have to pay VAT, so it'll be $500 plus VAT. Here we go. Let's see who's going to take a lead. Mantis Toboggan is just in the lead, but not by much. Whoops. Help if I could control the mouse there. Who's going to get zapped by the laser? What? No one died. No one died from the laser. That was lucky. This is kind of like an even race. First obstacle coming up. Boom. Mantis Toboggan still retains the lead. Anarchy's not too far off. Snicket is dead. Tasty 2's there. Quagri's coming up. Let's see who's falling up at the rear. Little Demon, OW, and Geosalad falling up at the rear with Fluffy Keebs as well. He's definitely not going to win this one. Let's carry on going down. Mantis Toboggan's still in the lead, but he might get struck by one of these lasers coming up. Jellymaster's in second position, I think, with Tasty 2 as well. Quagri's just following up there. Anarchy's still in the middle of the top 10. Not doing too badly by the looks of it. No more obstacles for a while apart from these lasers. Let's see if anyone gets caught by the lasers. Was fourth, so close. Nice work, Tink. Nice work. Anarchy's still in top 10. This is a good showing from Anarchy today. He was in the lead for a little bit earlier on. I don't think anyone's dying though now. Little DM is right at the back. Aof Betch is up there as well. I'm not going to pronounce it how it's supposed to be pronounced. Oh no, someone's just stopped dead. Chuck Death got caught in the middle of the track. That puts Anarchy up into fourth. He's into the top 4 now. He could be on to win this. He's got a chance. Jellymaster's there in second. Lazy Keiko as well. Mantis Toboggan there as well, bringing up the first spot. Plenty to go. Let's have a look at what obstacles are coming up because some people may not make it this far. Oh, that's just the finish line. So there's no obstacles, just the lasers. Let's get ready to see how this plays out. People in front. Rip. Sneaking in. I died to a laser. No! People dying to lasers all right over the place. I think maybe Mantis Toboggan's got this though. That's the last laser. He's made it past. He's going to win this. I thought Anarchy was going to get caught by the last laser then as well. He didn't. So, Mantis Toboggan, Jellymaster, Lazy Keiko, Anarchy, CFox95, Tinkertronic, Trojam, Captain Regret, My Lottie Pony, Lottie up there in the top 10 with Chris Blackbrook as well, making out the top 10. And right at the very back, Little D. Well done. Congratulations. Right, okay, let's do the third race just for fun as well, guys. Mischievous Gloomy Boggle. What a great name for a track. Has the recent aluminium shortage affected the JO2 all? It hasn't. No, we've been okay. We ordered a lot of material in advance, so we're okay from that perspective. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The JO1's coming back as well towards the back end of February, early March time, and then the JO3 will be at the start of Q2, I think. So yeah, excited for that. Exclamation mark play if you want to be in the third race, guys.
Incredible.
Get the names up. Incredible. Thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Punkshoe. Pexon website is back up and running. Nice. Yeah, it was down earlier on, wasn't it? Right, 20 seconds left to do exclamation mark play. Can you see my little rocket spaceship over the start now button? You know, little spaceship. JO1 in February. Yeah, we're going to prototype it in late February. Yeah, so I'm expecting the pre-orders for that to start in March. Yeah. Assuming that everything goes okay with the prototypes. Right, let's see who gets down to the bottom as well. Tim is blasting into the lead, but Quagri is not far behind. Quagri's taking the lead, actually. Robot Mikey is coming up as well. Metatron's there too. Metatron's just skipped ahead of half the track. Anarchy as well. Mantis Toboggan again, second track and quite way into the lead. Let's see if Anarchy can catch up though, because he's right there as well. Laserman skipping ahead. Angry Swan skipping ahead. People just skipping parts of the track here. Laserman is on his way down. Benny Rub has taken the lead. This is changing every second. Angry Swan and Golden Ratio are now the two in the lead here as well, with Benny Rub just behind. Golden Ratio takes the lead. Good old Preetz is there. Let's see who makes it down to the next cup first. Plenty of way to go. Golden Ratio is on his way. Benny Rub's there. Arigato Roboto is there too. Anarchy's coming too with Geo Salad and Mantis Toboggan as well. Anarchy, skipping half the track again. Jumping in front of people, taking the lead ultimately. Let's see how quickly you can get through this obstacle here. Everyone else is on the steppers. Benny Rub coming through. Geeky Ed there as well. Anarchy, might lose the lead here to other people just because of the way the track works. No, Anarchy's off. He's making the lead. Oh no. This Laserman may be taking the lead. Oh no, Anarchy got stuck in the pipe. Benny Rub is down to the final obstacle now. Angry Swan's taking the lead though. Is Angry Swan going to win? No. Angry Swan might be dead. I can't tell. My Lottie Pony. Just missed the finish line. Laserman as well. Ricky Martinez takes the win with Benny Rub, Quagri, and who's going to be next? Mantis Toboggan. I think, yeah, True Blaze as well. Loads of people just dying at the last second. If you don't have enough speed coming off this ramp, you don't make it into the pot. Loads of people just dying here. Left, right, and center. Deaths everywhere. Anarchy did make the top 10. Congratulations, Anarchy. Josh is there. Josh died. Everyone is just dying. Look at all these people dying there. My Lottie Pony. So sorry. Newfie as well. Someone got flung into the air. Geeky Ed and just grandpa things. Geo Salad as well. All up in the air. There goes Josh. Miles up in the air as well. Died at the finish line in first place. I'm sorry, Lottie. It was very, very close. You didn't have quite enough speed to make it over the ramp. Just let Laserman there. Let's see if anyone else falls victim to that. Oh, Zakirizak stopped just at the edge. Zakirizak, no. Geeky Ed, JQ UK. Oh, everyone's just dying now at the end. Pure pain, right? Captain Regret taking right up at the back end with Geeky Ed though. The last two. Oh, Fliffy Keeps as well is there. Last three on the track right there. Anarchy's had a really good day. He's been so close today. Mantis Toboggan's done really well as well. You finish your luck in the third round. Sucks. Third time down the drain. It happens, man. Can I finish last? No. Betch is on his way last. And there we go. Rocky Martinez, well done. Well done. Okay, let's see who actually won the Grand Prix. Again, this is just for fun. No prizes today, sadly. Let's see who got third place. So in third place we have, drum roll please, we have Obscure. Congratulations, Obscure. You take third place on the podium today across all three races. Well done, my dude. You have the average number of points to put you in third place. In second place we have Mantis Toboggan. I thought you were going to be quite high up because you finished quite highly in all the races. And let's see who wins. The winner is Solid Logic. Across all three races, Solid Logic, you accrued more points than anyone else, so congratulations. You are today's winner for absolutely nothing. For no prize. So there you go. Congratulations, guys. Well done. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. So yeah, so as I was saying, some people are asking about the JO2. JO2 Blackout Edition, I don't have it on hand. It's actually with our photographer ready to take some nice pictures for the pre-order. But all of the orders are ready to go into the manufacturers. We're going to start kicking that process off very, very soon. We've already got a load of the stuff like the plates and things in-house, and the PCBs are on order. PCBs are here actually. These are going to be the PCBs. They're going to be a nice pink color with gold Enig finish all around the edges, which just looks super, super nice. This is going to be the PCB for the JO2, for the Blackout Edition and the SPC Edition as well. So yeah, those PCBs, what? Yeah, we're going to have these in stock as well. These are going to be our stock PCBs. We actually have the 60% one here, which is compatible with any 60% with a JST connector. And we also have a TKL one, which is going to be in stock at some point in the near future as well. Exactly the same. This is the JST version. We also have the USB-C version, and we also have hot swap versions as well in production too. These are just the first samples that we've got through. But yeah, these look so cool. Yeah, these are going to be great PCBs. We just need to get them built and tested now. So yeah. We're not working on a 75% one at the moment. We've got, I think, 4 different TKL ones. For hot swap and non-hot swap and stuff like that, and we've got the 60 in this layout with hot swap as well. So yeah, we're going to be using those very soon, and we'll have them in stock, and they'll be compatible with a lot of boards. So yeah, send them over. Don't worry, Josh, they'll be in the post to you tomorrow morning with the rest of the stuff that you need. Don't worry, we'll get them on the way to you. But yeah, the JO2, this is one of the older JO2s, but the new JO2, the Blackout Edition, early Feb is when the pre-order is going to start. I think we're going to aim for hopefully just under $500. If I can keep the prices down, that's where I'm currently aiming to be. And yeah, we'll have 50 units available. SPC, subs only. You guys get dibs. It doesn't account for the 50. We'll do 50 on top of that, irrespective of how many we sell. Got plenty of these in production, so yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll be offering ISO on the Freebird. Yeah, but not in extras next week. We still have to wait for the replacement ISO PCBs and plates. They're not going to be here until February time, so ISO orders won't ship until then, and ISO extras won't be in stock until after those orders have shipped as well. So yeah. Jay, what plate material do you offer for the custom plate service? It's closed at the minute, but when it reopens at the end of this week or next week, it's going to be POM and potentially polypropylene if I have enough left in stock. We should have both natural and black coloured POM, so we'll be able to cut plates in that for you. So yeah. Streaming party discount code isn't valid for items in your cart. It only works, Laserman, for the things on the link that I posted earlier on. It is in the pins, or it should be in the pins, but it only works on the items in the link, which is basically any in-stock GMK that appears on this page. If it's not on this page, then it won't work. But yeah, streaming party, it's just capital S, capital P, all the rest is lowercase, so it should be like... should be like that. That's the code, and it's open until midnight. GMK ashes, I don't think we have GMK ashes in stock. I'm pretty sure we don't have GMK ashes in stock. We have Arch in stock, but pretty sure we don't have any ashes left. But it works on kits as well, so if there's any kits as well that you want, it's on that page. It has to be on that page, otherwise it doesn't work. If there might be some GMK sets I've forgotten to tag to put on that page, but it'll only work on sets on that page. But the code is streaming party. We've had quite a few orders with it, and it's open till midnight. So yeah, if you're interested in that, get your orders in, guys. Get your orders in. Right, with that, it is time for me to end the stream. I want to play some video games before I go home, because I'm here at the workshop and my PlayStation 5 is here as well, so I'm going to go play some video games for an hour before I go home. I'll be back on Discord and Instagram tomorrow, so if you do need me, reach out there. We'll be back opening the store as well tomorrow, like working in the workshop and packing orders and shipping stuff out. So thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you all, as always. Thank you everyone for the follows, the subs, everything else for the stream. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you all again soon. So thanks again, guys. Take care. If you want any updates on anything, just drop me a text or tag me in Discord, and I'll reply when I can. But thank you very much, guys. See you later. Have a good night.